simple way of storing the washi tape, and I just came across this randomly one day on Pinterest, and I just thought it was such a good idea that I wanted to use it myself in my studio and just show you guys. So that's how I store my washi tape. So next we have some little trays. And having little trays in your studio, in your art desk, is a great storage solution for bottles and little tiny supplies that you want to keep out, but you want to sort of contain. And one of the ways that I keep my art desks and studio tidy is that I have lots of trays to store things. Otherwise, bottles can fall off the table, they can roll away, they can go missing, and everything can get very cluttered very quickly. So if you have a couple of these little trays to store little bottles, glue sticks, glitter, just random things that you've used that you'd like to keep together. And these little trays were from chocolate factories. Sometimes when you buy a box of chocolates or candy, they come in quite sturdy plastic or cardboard trays. And so I've got a couple of these that I use to store my little bottles. So now I want to show you these little tubs. And these are from IKEA. This will be a not sponsored by IKEA, but I do like IKEA stuff. And they're very sturdy. They're made out of plastic. I use them for storing scissors, marker airbrush, and larger objects. And they have this little useful hook on the back of them, so you can clip them onto anything that the edge of the desk or
See, it just stays at 5, and it goes down even. It goes like to 4 and to 3. Like, it keeps on going down even though it's charged. Because this thing is too thin, and I don't have the one that's for this thing. It's just lost. I never found it again. This is for like a smaller device, and it's the only one that matches with it. Because if I use another one I have, it says it doesn't work, it doesn't match, or not compatible with device. Yeah, so it's still at 5, like it should go higher than 5. But it actually goes lower. It seems to be staying at 5, but I didn't have it connected to this. I had it connected to this thing. Maybe that's why. This is an extension cord that starts here, and this part comes over here. I usually have it connected right here, this thing to this thing, because I'm usually over here at the desk, and when I type, it's like I'm too close to this thing. But I think this actually is okay. It's still maintaining at 5%. When it was on this one, it was going down and down. That's why, even now, it should go higher, but it's not going higher. This thing doesn't charge well when it uses like a video form. when it uses like this thing as a video, like a video FaceTime type of a thing. So it like uses too much energy for this cable to charge it. It looks like it's staying at 5 though, but when it was connected to this, it wasn't. I usually use this connection thing, so maybe I can talk to you and just put this on here directly. Maybe it gets more electricity when it's directly on this thing. This thing is so small that I usually use one of these, or I'm like right next to the thing. Oh, I forgot I could have gone right next to the thing by my bed. That's because for like the past few hours I've been using it this way with this thing and with this thing. So I should have just taken this to my bed where I have, where I can sort of lay down closer to this thing that I have. Yeah, it seems to stay at 5, so it just stays actually. But it was going lower. When I talked to you, it was at 8, and then it became 7, but it was still charging to this thing. But this thing was connected to this guy. This thing. This extension cord, which is connected over here. So this right there. That's because when I'm sitting down at my table, I don't usually, I'm not usually like right next to this, because there's this chair here and this table's like that, so they don't usually like me to move the table. So like right now I moved the table so I can get a little closer to this, just to see if I can get charged better on directly onto this guy, and this is directly to the thing. Okay, so it looks like it's still at 5. So if I just keep this on this thing, it'll be connecting. It'll stay. It won't go higher though, but it'll stay at a certain number, which is good. But I was using this all day, so I guess I should stop using this thing. It like doesn't provide enough electricity. I have to like do it directly on this long thing. So I gotta stop using this. Because even all day when I'm on the tablet, I let it rest for a while, because if I'm using this thing, like comfortably sitting in my chair and not like right next to here, see, like the chair is here. Actually I could have done it already. I could have just sat here. But I wasn't doing that for a while because I still needed to like, sometimes just to sit comfortably and look at the screen. If I'm looking at Instagram or something, I'll use this thing so I can bring this over to my lap. It's still staying at 5, so next time I know, I just have to keep it on this and it'll stay at the number at least. It doesn't go higher though. It won't go any higher while it's doing a video format. That's good that it's still staying at 5. Yeah, so it's actually still staying at 5 for a long time. It's already been 8 minutes. But I'm just going to give you an example what it was before. I didn't know that this will work actually, because I've been standing here in the living room with my dog, who's over here. There she is. She's over there in the shadows. There she is. So I've been over there, and what else? And I haven't been like right connecting this to this, because I wanted to sit like more over here, a little bit farther away this whole day, and so I was connecting it to this. So I didn't know that if I would just not use this and do it directly on here, that it would at least stay at 5, and it's staying at 5. When I was with this thing, it's actually getting lower,